watching the award-winning GHS-TV, Germantown Community Television, your hometown news and information station.
I woke up this morning feeling alright. I've been fighting for tomorrow all my life. It's a new day. 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 It's a new day.
Taped live from Germantown High School's award-winning TV studio, GHS-TV. It's time for Wake Up Germantown. Now here's your host, Kayla Myers and Kelsey Kimball.
Good morning, Germantown. I'm Kayla Myers.
And I'm Kelsey Kimball. Coming up on today's newscast, a GHS teacher helps spark a worldwide Pay It Forward movement. And we take a look at what's so special about class rings.
But first, today's top story. The homecoming dance is making a return to Germantown High School. Our staff spoke to some of the students in charge of this year's dance about what's in store next week.
The homecoming dance is just like a formal event that we're having to get the students and faculty really excited and encouraged for homecoming week.
We've gotten a photographer, we've gotten a DJ, and we've been making posters and putting them around the school, and we're just trying to get everybody as involved as they can.
Well, all of SGA just kind of decided that we wanted to get the rest of the school more involved in homecoming week, and we thought this would be a good way.
Just for everyone to have fun at a school-sponsored event and to get more involved with homecoming week.
Tickets are $25 a couple and $15 for a single. It's in M-Gym from 7:30 to 11.
We just really want the students to have a really good night.
You know, I'm really excited to finally have our own homecoming dance this year.
I know, it's especially special because we've never been to a homecoming dance before.
Exactly.
Representatives from many colleges and universities will be visiting GHS over the next few months in the library. On September 25th, Spelman will be here at 10, and the University of Tennessee at Knoxville will be here at 1. Vanderbilt will be in the library at 10:30 on Thursday, September 26th. On September 30th, the University of Missouri will visit from 11 to 12:15. Stevens and the University of Tulsa will visit at 11:30, and Sewanee will be here at 2. On October 1st, Baylor will have a representative here at 9. Eckerd will be in the library at 10:30. Wake Forest will be here at 11, and Truman State will be here at 1:30. On October 2nd, Loyola University at New Orleans will visit from 10 to 10:30, and Belhaven will visit at 11:30. Washington and Lee will have a representative here at 10:30 on October 3rd. And on October 4th, Western Kentucky will be here at 9. If you are interested in learning more about these schools, make sure to attend their information sessions on the date mentioned. And for a full look at the calendar, visit the library in M Building. Even more colleges and universities will be in town on Memphis College Night, which will be held at the Agri Center on September 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. Over 100 schools will be there, each with different valuable information, so don't miss out on this great opportunity.
The ACT will be given this Saturday, September 21st at 8 a.m. You must have a printed copy of your admission ticket and a valid photo identification, such as a driver's license or passport. If you do not have one of these acceptable photo IDs, you need to go to guidance so you can get an ACT student identification letter. The October ACT will be given on October 26th. The normal registration deadline is September 27th, and a late fee is required from September 27th to October 11th. Banned Books Week is an annual event celebrating the freedom to read. Banned Books Week brings together the entire book community: librarians, booksellers, publishers, journalists, teachers, and readers of all types, in shared support of the freedom to seek and express ideas, even those some consider unorthodox or unpopular. Visit our library to see a list of the top 100 challenged books. The Harry Potter series tops the list. The annual Germantown Rotary Club International Festival was recently held at Germantown Baptist Church. We asked GHS students who were there about why the celebration of different world cultures is so important.
Well, I think that it's great that so many cultures can come together and represent their countries, especially here in Germantown.
It contacts firsthand where you can meet people from every culture, and that interaction is very important to meet new cultures.
The International Festival is always so much fun, but I'm more excited for the one we're having here.
I know, it sounds like such an interesting event, and I really hope that we'll get even more information about it because it's just so awesome.
Yeah. Now let's head over to Michaela Avitz, who is this week's National Focus.
Thanks, Kayla and Kelsey. The recent conflict in Syria has been attracting a lot of attention, but you may be having some difficulty understanding exactly what's going on. Here's a basic overview of what's going on in Syria. The leader al-Assad. Many of the people have found his regime controlling, and an uprising against him began in 2011. Two types of rebel groups were formed. Some of the rebels are genuinely fighting for Syrian freedom, but some are instead promoting radical Islamist agendas. The violence has pushed some citizens to refugee camps outside Syria. Recently, the United States has accused the Syrian government of using chemical weapons. This sparked the United Nations into launching an investigation. Syria has publicly stated that they are willing to work with the United States and the United Nations and stop all production of chemical warfare. This next story is a bit of a detour from our normal approach here on National Focus. Our goal each show is to take a story that's making headlines around the U.S. and show you how it's having an impact here in Germantown. But there's one GHS teacher whose response to a tragic loss is having an impact as far away as Rome, Italy. Reporter McLean Mayers and videographer Collin Nelson bring us this touching story.
Germantown High School teacher Drew Fryman has helped spark a kindness movement in Memphis that's gone global. Fryman started Operation Tucci for his close friend David Santucci, who was tragically gunned down less than 4 weeks ago.
It's basically a movement that my friends and I created to try and channel some of the emotion we were experiencing after his death into a more positive aspect.
Since Fryman's first act of kindness, Operation Tucci has gained a huge following, not only in the Mid-South, but also in North Carolina, Minnesota, and California. People are beginning to leave tips of their own at restaurants, and some are even donating to local charities, all to honor Santucci.
Donations to Street Dog Foundation downtown, the Memphis Humane Society, in Dundee's name. Dundee was David's dog. At the Memphis game on Saturday, somebody bought 2 tickets and gave them to the people in line behind them.
While starting here at this local Chili's, Operation Tucci has gone farther than Fryman had ever dreamed, as far as Rome, Italy.
We were really excited. It was shocking to see not just how far it spread, but how quickly it got that far. At first, when we saw some places nearby like Jackson and Little Rock and things like that, it was pretty exciting. Then it went to Florida and Kansas. And then when we got the one from Rome, it was just unreal. It took a little bit of time to sink in until we saw the English and the Italian written on there and noticed it was euros and not dollars. So once it sunk in and we realized that it had already spread overseas, that was really exciting for all of us.
It's more than just giving money, though. It's about being a good person and being respectful to your peers.
Well, I just hope they see how easy it is to do and how effective it can be when you take the time to consider somebody else. I kind of wish I'd started a little bit earlier in life, and I'm younger compared to some of the teachers here, but I'm older than all the students, and I think it'd be good if they could get involved and get it started at this point in their life.
You can get involved by visiting Operation Tucci's Facebook page and post an act of kindness of your own. For Germantown Community Television, I'm McLean Mayers.
Really a touching story, isn't it?
It's always great to see such kindness in the world.
Yeah, it's a huge refresher to see that some people still have that kindness in their hearts.
Yeah, well, if you want to hear more about it, we do have links to their website and to some other reports about them on our GHS-TV Facebook page.
Okay, that's great. Students here at Germantown High are lucky to have so many talented teachers. Our own Madison Arthur and Brandon Lau caught up with one educator here who won a system-wide award for his use of technology.
Junior Natalie Hernandez is budgeting her expenses using newfound skills she has learned from her personal finance teacher, Kent Crenshaw.
He teaches about things that we need to know after we graduate from high school.
Mr. Crenshaw's personal finance curriculum doesn't just give information. It applies real-world data that helps students analyze their project.
the spreadsheets we use to calculate like how we're going to buy all our food and consumables, that's going to be helpful because you have to know how to make that kind of budget in the future.
But what makes Mr. Crenshaw's lesson so effective is the use of technology.
So we have each student is set up with their own Gmail account, and they use that to communicate with me.
In Mr. Crenshaw's class, I learned a lot of stuff like using Paint and copy and pasting stuff on Excel and using formulas on Excel, stuff like that.
Sets up scenarios that allow them to use the technology to solve those problems.
Mr. Crenshaw won the David A. Pickler Distinguished Technology Award for a lesson on money management. Students worked on a budget project to show their everyday expenses and learn how to keep track of their own money.
I think I learned a lot about personal finance and managing money, and now I know where to put my money, what kind of investments I should take up.
Even Mr. Crenshaw's fellow faculty members can appreciate his dedication.
I think he brings out the best in students.
I'd say at this point it's probably his experience that makes him an effective teacher. He's very understanding.
For Wake Up Germantown, I'm Madison Arthur.
Congratulations, Mr. Crenshaw, and a big thanks to you and all the other dedicated teachers here at GHS.
The last time Germantown and Briarcrest faced off on the gridiron, a gallon of gas cost 89 cents, and Mike Tyson had become the youngest heavyweight champ ever. That 1986 game ended just like last week's, with a win for the Devils. GHS won 28-27 thanks to Wesley Dagis's 76-yard touchdown pass to Cooper Foreman. Dagis threw for 151 yards on 5 completions, and the defense stood strong, helping erase an early 13-0 deficit. GHS senior Anthony Quinn returned a kickoff 90 yards for a touchdown and scored on a short run. Check out our Facebook page for a highlight video of last week's win. We'll have new football videos each week. Your 2-2 Red Devils take on arch rival Houston at home tomorrow night. Kickoff is 7 p.m. for this 15 AAA showdown. Be there, wear red. That is definitely going to be an exciting game.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that one. In our senior year, it's just going to be amazing.
I can't wait to represent the Red Devils at that game. It's going to be so much fun. Now we are going over to India Ratliff for today's entertainment news.
Thanks, Kayla and Kelsey. Juniors on campus have been hearing a lot about class rings recently, but these rings are more than just a little bling on your finger. Along with a cap and gown, they can be a symbol of all the hard work that's gone into an education that's nearing a pinnacle. Our own Sydney Armstrong went on a search to find what exactly makes these rings so special.
Thanks, India. It's that time of the year again when juniors are being offered to purchase a memorable keepsake, their 2015 Jostin class ring. I had the opportunity to hang out with a few of the seniors who purchased their ring last year and check them out.
Well, I got the blue zircon, which is my birthstone for December, and I got the track symbol on one side and the National Honor Society emblem on the other side, because I think those represent my high school experience really well.
Well, on one side I have my last name and the arts. Like I have the drama mask, an art palette, and a music note, because I've done all 3 of those during my high school career. And then on the other side I have my nickname Ant, and video games, because I play video games a lot, and that's what I want to do when I grow up. I want to be a game designer.
To some, these rings are not only a beautiful piece of jewelry, but a precious reminder of their school years.
When I look at my ring, I think about the fun years I had in high school. You know, especially I've got my band years on there, and I had a lot of friends in band, and I like to look back and remember the things that I did in high school.
I met my husband when I was 16 years old, and I went to Germantown, and he went to Houston. And we dated for about a year and a half, and then I was a sophomore then. And then end of my junior year, he gave me his class ring. That's what we did then. And you would wrap Band-Aids around it so that you could make it fit, and then that meant that you were officially dating.
Those were some great rings. Now, although the deadline to turn in your ring order forms was this Tuesday, don't worry, you can still order online. Reporting for Wake Up Germantown, I'm Sydney Armstrong.
Thanks, Sydney. Now I've got some great ideas for my ring. Next week is homecoming week, so be ready to show your spirit every day by participating in the following themed days. Monday will be Disney Day. Tuesday is Farmer Day. Wednesday will be Zoo Day. Thursday is Class Distinction Day, and each grade has a special holiday theme. The freshmen have Valentine's Day. The sophomores have Christmas. The juniors have the 4th of July. And the seniors have Halloween. And Friday will be Red Devil Day, so make sure to wear your red and white with pride. If you need a reminder of the days that we've got covered, we've got you covered. Just visit GHS-TV on Facebook.
Wow, those are some extremely creative homecoming days.
Yeah, I have a ton of stuff in my closet that's red, white, and blue that I can't wait to break out for junior day.
Yeah, my Halloween costume is definitely going to be fun to wear to school.
Definitely exciting.
Homecoming week is always a highlight of the school year, but tonight there is another anticipated event. The boys aren't the only ones who can play football. Producer Taylor Schnett and videographer Zac Leonard put together this promo for the Powder Puff football game. Based on that promo, it looks like the game's going to be pretty intense.
Looks like there's some extreme competition between the juniors and seniors.
That's for sure. We really hope you enjoyed our show today. We'd love to hear what you think. Feel free to tweet us at GHS-TV or visit our Facebook page. We hope to have today's show posted soon.
And if there is a story you think we should feature, let us know. We leave you today with more highlights from Germantown's heart-pounding win over Briarcrest. For Kayla Myers, I'm Kelsey Kimball. See you next time.